Padam Kalakramedahi. In due course of your life, the other 25% is attained. That is how your wisdom is become 100%. That is the state of Brahmacharya. When in Grihastha your duties are different. You have to not only support your family, but the entire society is dependent on the householders. Grihasthas alone. That is the main responsibility, duty of the Grihasthas. The third stage is the post-Grihastha. After you have performed the marriages of your children, then you are not supposed to attend to all their duties. Once they have become Grihasthas, they will take over. Then you have to retire. That stage is called the Vanaprastha. Leaving everything aside, you have to keep a distance from the worldly affairs. That is the Vanaprastha. The next stage comes, that is called the Sannyasa. Renouncing everything else. That is the Sannyasa Ashrama. The state of Avadhutattva is not an ashrama. It is a state of mind. In that state, none of these rules are applicable to an Avadhuta. None of the rules pertaining to Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha or Sannyasa are applicable to an Avadhuta. The word definition for Avadhuta is also a bit complex. Aksharatvat, Varendyatvat, Dhota Samsara Bandhanat, Tattva Vasyadi Lakshyatvat, Avadhuta iti riyate. A person is called an Avadhuta if he personifies Aksharatva, that means the ever-present significance, one who does not have an end, that is the divinity. So a person, if he signifies that divinity, he can become an Avadhuta. Varendyatva, one who is above par, he is above all the persons, that is the Varendyatva. Dhota Samsara Bandhanat, if you do not have any inkling for any of the bondages pertaining to this world, that is the third clarification. The fourth one is the Tattva Vasyadi Lakshyatva. The Vedanta has 4 important commandments. They are called the Mahavakyas, the wonderful, finest statements of philosophy. Tattvamasi is one of those sentences. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma. These are the 4 commandments which in practice they suggest that the divinity is none other than you. The God is present in you. You have to identify the divinity in yourself. That is the essence of these Vakyas. If a person can be an example for such divinity, such realization, he is an Avadhuta. No doubt for the followers of Swamiji, we have observed his divinity on many occasions, at all times, and we are fully convinced that he is an Avadhuta. That is the reason we follow his preachings, and we are all inspired by his commandments, his guidance. So that is Swamiji. Jai Guru Datta. Why we should follow Swamiji means to attain such a state, such an elevated state, such an elated state, we all need to have the Sadguru. How do you realize that he is the Sadguru? Guru Gita gives us another example for this. In whose presence your mind is totally captivated by an unexplained peace and bliss, he is your Sadguru. If you ever get that experience in the presence of the Sadguru, then you can decide that he is the Sadguru for your life. That is the simple test given by Guru Gita. Guru Gita is a scripture which comes in the Skanda Purana. Lord Shiva has given the Upadesha of Guru Gita to Parvati Devi. He says that whenever you have that wonderful feeling, wonder-filled feeling in your life, that you have an unexpected, unprecedented peace and bliss in your mind, in the presence of a person, he is deemed to be your Sadguru. You can construe that. Jai Guru Datta.